Oh, well, hey, babe. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to another quick chat. Now, I do have a few topics that I want to talk about today. Y'all know we got to get into Jonathan Majors and what's happening with him. We got to touch on Nicki Minaj and 50 Cent, and we also got to talk about the drama of it all, the mess of it all, the debate of it all when it comes to Chance the Rapper and the fun he was having over there at the Caribbean Carnival Festival or whatever he was over there doing, girl. But first up, let's go ahead and get Mr. Jonathan Majors out the way. Now, before we really get into it, y'all know I don't ask for a lot, okay? Just let me know you at the house by knocking on the door. And the way that you do that is by clicking that like button, okay? So let me know that you're here, all right? Hit the video, hit the like on the video, and go ahead and comment and say, hey, girl, coming in. You feel what I'm saying, all right? Help me help us, all right? Now, let's go ahead and let's get into what's happening with Jonathan Majors, okay? Now, we do know that there was some DV situation happening with his girlfriend, I guess now ex-girlfriend. That was a situation that happened, I believe it happened about either it was earlier this month or sometime in March. I believe it was sometime in March when the altercation took place, okay? His attorney was adamant that he was innocent. He did absolutely nothing. Shortly after that, the attorney ended up leaking some text messages that actually did not look good. Okay, on behalf of Mr. Jonathan, it did not look good in his favor. It looked like it was leaning more towards, in my personal opinion, his girlfriend being a victim to me. Okay, that's what it looked like to me. Granted, we understand that people may lie in these situations, and we'll just have to wait to find out what the true truth is about everything. But I'm saying the way the girl was talking in the text messages was giving she was a victim. Okay, and she was very regretful because a lot of victims are once they see how bigger this situation has gotten. Okay, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what's gonna happen with that particular case because his attorney has been wanting them to drop it. He said he had statements from witnesses. He said that he had the taxi driver's his statement because he too was a witness, confirming that Jonathan did nothing. And out of everything that the attorney had, the attorney still chose to only leak the text messages. I don't know how, ma'am or sir, you could not see that was not going to clear him of anything, okay? So much so that shortly after that, we're now learning that Jonathan Majors and his manager, Entertainment 360, has now parted ways, okay, after facing DV allegations in New York City. Honey, this right here is just horrible. But let's just see how horrible it is getting for Mr. Jonathan, okay? Let's go ahead and get more into this article. They're saying talent manager Entertainment 360 has dropped Jonathan Majors. Several sources are telling Dateline.com. They said the recent move by Majors' longtime manager comes 3 weeks after, okay, the star was arrested on DV charges, all right? Now, currently, he's starring in Creed 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I believe he has some other things that were coming in the pipeline, but it seems like some things may be on hold until they figure out what's going to happen with this particular situation here, okay? They said the departure was due to issues surrounding the actor's personal behavior, okay? Now, when y'all say personal behavior, y'all do make it seem as though, in my personal, this could be a repeated behavior. I do understand that there were a lot of tweets and things that were floating around, but I also do not believe those people that were floating around the tweets of past behavior were credible. Okay, so y'all need more people, in my personal opinion, but let's go ahead and keep going. So Majors representation problems don't stop with Entertainment 360, okay? PR firm, the lead company, also initiated a break with the Avengers actor in the last month, okay? They said as a more minor element of this, Majors and fashion house Valentino mutually agreed that the actor would not be attending this year's Met Gala as one of its guests. They said Entertainment 360 and lead company did not return requests for comments, all right? Majors has already shot the second season of Marvel/Disney Plus's Loki, and I watched Loki last season, and it was actually good, so I guess he was supposed to be in this new one, which he was going to actually be coming back as Kang the Conqueror. That would have been interesting, okay? Won't go before the cameras in Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, for quite some time, okay? So it looks like he was supposed to, well, he had already shot the Kang Conqueror, Okay, Kang the Conqueror, but it looks like he was supposed to be working on the Kang dynasty. So that's kind of up in the air is what they're saying. Deadline here's there's been zero conversations in the Marvel camp to drop majors from their universe. So that's, again, that's something else that they just don't know about. Now, for me, I have to say this. Should these matters clear up and you are cleared of said crimes or anything like that, for me, I would not go back and work with those companies at all. Because I feel like those same companies are going to be trying to come back and be like, oh, hey, Jonathan, hey, so let's pick up where we left off and da-da-da-da. Right? I wouldn't even be bothered. I'll go out there and just find me a whole new management company, go ahead and get me a whole new PR team, let y'all do what y'all do, girl. Let me go ahead on about my business, all right? I feel like they could have put the relationship possibly on pause until they figure out everything that's really happening. But I don't know, maybe they had been getting pressure and was like, you know what, we just gonna go ahead and part ways. But it also makes me question, did y'all too get privy to some details outside of the text message that also makes him look like he did commit this crime? Therefore, y'all want to go ahead and jump ship earlier before everything starts to come out in the public. Y'all know that he's supposed to have his first court appearance, from my understanding, in May. And right now, it seems like his attorney is trying to work with the public defender or the is it the public defender, but no, the DA, I think. So he's trying, or she is trying to work with the state individuals, okay, the state attorneys, to try and get this case dropped before May, before they have their first court appearance. And it's not looking so good that they're going to do that. Now, granted, you know, when it comes down to them, their whole goal is to get people, you know, locked up and go behind bars. Like, that's the whole, like, they ain't finna really drop the case. Like, you're going to have to present them with some evidence that's going to make them look foolish. Because one thing they not going to want to do is waste the time of the court. So you're going to have to give them something to show that, like, hey, this is not, like, if you have camera footage from the taxi and the taxi man saying this did not happen, y'all might want to turn that over. And then that might be enough for them to be like, oh, dang, we ain't got no case. We're going to go ahead and drop it. Especially if the victim decides to not, you know, testify. That's also going to be a waste of time. But I would want to believe at this time, the district attorney and all of those people or whatever, I would think that they already have the records that they need. And I still haven't heard anything about the charges being dropped. So, not looking good for you. Okay, that's the way this is giving to me. But right now, these are the things that he has lost. The only thing he has holding on to is Marvel. And my question is, even though that's your management company, do you have a different agency, somebody else that's able to advocate for you over there at Marvel, and be able to, you know, likely keep you over there? Now, I would just be kind of a bit surprised if Marvel were to drop him, because I feel like Marvel has a lot of problematic people in their universe. Do not quote me on who those individuals are, but I do recall, you know, Iron Man. I don't even know if he's with them anymore, but he was there for a long periodical time, as he too has had a past criminal history or whatever, girl. Okay, so they might end up keeping Jonathan Majors right where the hell he at. But we just gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Because what goes for this side of the skin don't go for that side of the skin. Okay? So, girl, he probably can get away with that because that's just how he is, right? But you might not be able to get that same opportunity. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see if any more fallouts are going to happen. We'll see if any cases are going to get dropped when it comes to Jonathan Majors in this situation, okay? But either way, good luck. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right, let's go ahead and move on, because next up I want to talk about 50 Cent and Miss Nicki Minaj. Let's go ahead and get into that story, which is interesting, but not really. Okay, so Nicki Minaj is to lead an animated series, Lady Danger, in works at Freevee from 50 Cent. Okay, so 50 Cent is working on a new film, and he wants Nicki Minaj to executive produce it. He wants to work with her. It's called Lady Danger. For me, I already knew 50 Cent wanted to work with Nicki because he said that like a year or 2 years ago, right? Where he added her on social media. He really wants to do some work with her. I feel like he really likes Nicki Minaj, and he wants to do that. And I don't see nothing wrong with her doing this animated series. Go on and do it. But I want to see Nicki do like actual like acting like on the screen. That's just me, okay? Y'all ain't gotta like what I like, okay? You ain't gotta want what I want, girl, okay? But I would like to see it because I know when she was younger, she went to like a theater school and all of that great stuff. And, you know, we've seen some of her videos where she's done a little acting and stuff like that. So I would like to see her in a role where she's acting, something similar to Power. Right? You know what I'm saying? So maybe go and develop something new. I know 50 Cent put out a post the other day, as he has done so many posts, girl. And he said, I'm not working with stars no fucking more. Like, I'm not producing no more BMF content, which is crazy because I feel like, dang, I don't even think their story is nowhere near finished. So what's going to happen? Is stars just going to pick it up and create whatever they can and keep pushing it? He says he's not going to do, I think, any more Power. So I don't know how that works, but he's saying he's not working with them anymore. So I'm wondering at this point, how much ownership does 50 Cent have in BMF? And his different types of Power. I know one thing, y'all better bring motherfucking Power Force back. Because the one that y'all had with Tommy, everything. That like the way they shoot it, y'all got a different production team or writers or something going on over there. But that one, I think, is the best spinoff. But that's just my personal. But y'all better bring that one back, okay? But as far as the other ones, like if you don't go with stars, would you be able to jump ship and go over to Showtime? Because I feel like if he were to go to Showtime, he'll be able to kind of still film it the same, and maybe they won't try and change it as much. But then I don't know if Showtime is under the Stars umbrella, and he wouldn't be able to go over there. You feel me? So what other networks would you really be able to do? You better not put it over there on BET. I love BET, but no. Well, they would need some content like this because I feel like BET don't be having a whole lot going on, and BET Plus definitely don't. I think I canceled my membership with BET Plus because they just don't be having nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love all the Queen's men, like the acting is not great. It's not. But I have to be honest and say I do appreciate when they do kind of have bad actors at times. Because the more you practice, the better you get, and the better chances you get to go out here and audition for other stuff where they're willing to give you a chance, and you get to work with different directors and stuff that's going to bring more out of you or whatever, right? So, I mean, it don't have to be a bad thing, right? But, and then sometimes, you know, just how the storyline flows a little bit, you know, it can be a bit confusing, but that's really all that they got. I used to watch The Oval like crazy. I fell off that. I'm probably like 4 seasons behind. Used to watch Sisters like a motherfucker, girl. I'm tired of Karen being pregnant and we haven't seen her shown shit yet. This girl been pregnant for 2 years and I just want the storyline to progress along. They have improved, but I want them to improve a little bit more. But it's a great experience. You know what I'm saying? So I will give them that because I don't want to SHI on the actors at all, you know. But when it comes to BET Plus, maybe he could slide it over there and maybe they'll give him range to work on things how he wants to and probably get some of the same people from production that worked on his shows before to work on it again. So I'm just wondering, where does 50 Cent go from here if he's not going to produce any more shows of Power in BMF, okay? But I guess the next thing we know for a fact that he is going to move forward towards is the animated series that he's going to do with Nicki Minaj that's based on the Dark Horse comic book series of the same name written by Alex D. Campos. So it's some Lady Danger. I've never heard of this comic book at all. And I like animated series, but I like the ones that look like they in 3D. I really don't like the anime style ones, like the cartoons. Like the cartoons kind of look a little bit like the Pokemon characters a little bit. I don't really like those. A lot of people sit and watch. You know what I'm saying? I need some type of, give me a little bit of 3D. Like what was that show called on Netflix? Was it Anarchy? I cannot think of that Netflix show, but it was giving that. But no, that wasn't. I don't know the name of it. But it was kind of giving something like that, but it was more so 3D. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the type of animated stuff I like, okay? The 3D animation. I don't be liking all that dry cartoon stuff. But anyway, you know, that's what they have going on. Alongside Nicki Minaj, executive producers also include, as we said, 50 Cent. And also he has a few other individuals that he's worked with under his G-Unit film and TV banner. So, yeah, some other people he's going to continue to work with. So we'll see. I mean, I might not tune into it. And I hate to say that I'm probably not, because that's just not my style of entertainment. I'm sure a lot of the barbs may go and watch. They might be their thing. But no, I would want to see her in an actual live production, like an actual on-camera set. She's acting, not no voiceover style. None of that. Now, are y'all going to do the animated series first and then turn around and flip it into like an actual live action or something like that? Then okay, cool, we might be down for that. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about it. Let me know how y'all feeling about it. Because I'm not that interested in it, but I know that it's something that they're working on, and I think that's kind of dope, you know. But I didn't expect it to be an animated series. All right, so leave your thoughts and comments about that. Let's go ahead and move on, because I want to talk about Chance the Rapper, baby. Girl, y'all go ahead and like up the video for me. Chance the Rapper done took his ass down there to the Caribbean Carnival, whatever fest, and he over there just having him a good old time, honey. Got them big old juicy booties bouncing on them legs or whatever he got going on. He having a blast. He all in the cameras like, hey, tap that, smack that, tap that, smack that. Like, that's what he's on, having a blast. And I'm just over here trying to get it off my timeline, in all honesty. I'm like, refresh. I don't want to see it. Refresh, okay? And it just kind of bothered me a little bit, because what I know of him is that he's married. That's what I know of him. He's married, and I'm like, oh, I'm cringing at what the people saying to your wife in her comments and her DMs. You know what I'm saying? That lady probably woke up having her a good old day, not bothering nobody, taking care of these kids, and then she got to be hit with this. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no telling how she gonna take it. She might be, oh, okay, that's what he doing. I figured that. Or she might be over there pressed. I don't know what it is, but when I see him as a man that is married. So I'm like, why is he over here showing his ass? And you know what be killing me is the comments, and we'll get into a few of those tweets, where people were like, a lot of y'all don't understand the carnival and the culture. Y'all don't understand how it goes down. No, I've never been, but at the same time, I don't ever have to go to understand what the culture is, okay? And I feel like y'all using that as an excuse for him to be doing what the fuck he doing. Now, if that was his wife and the roles were reversed and she was over there bouncing at it on another man, would y'all say the same thing? Y'all need to leave that lady alone. Y'all don't understand the culture. This is what the ladies do when they dress like that. And you know, when I saw it, I also thought about this, and this has nothing to do with Chance the Rapper. It's just the carnival itself. It made me think about, I can imagine how much essay goes on at that carnival, right? And I'm thinking to myself, when they like, y'all don't understand the culture, I'm like, girl, I ain't never been to Freaknik. Okay, I've never been, but I know what the culture, I don't have to be there to know what the culture is. You feel what I'm saying? And some of the women was doing the same shit that they doing over there at the carnival. The difference is the outfit might be a little more skimpier than what some of the other ladies have worn. You feel what I'm saying? So what the hell is y'all talking about? So just because he's married and he goes to the Freaknik and he lets a woman bounce on his, it's supposed to be 1,000% okay, because we understand what the culture is. Because y'all ain't saying that to me too different than what was happening then versus this. That's just what I think about it, okay? Now, at the end of the day, I might not, be too fond of it, but he ain't my nigga. Period. Now, if his wife is good, then she's good. Okay? But what I did notice, B.I.T., Chance ain't got no fucking ring on. Now, I don't know if that's how Chance has always moved when it comes to his marriage, but I'm not seeing no ring on his finger. So it got me wondering, is Chance still with his wife? Are they separated while he's out here like living his whole damn life? Or is that typically what he does? He doesn't wear his wedding ring and they still married and she knows he has a good time and that's just what it is. Because some people just got that type of understanding like Latasha Scott. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, if she cool, I'm cool. Because that ain't my man. Period. But I do want to get into some of the comments of what people had to say. So let's check out what the folks said. Somebody says he married doing this in 4K. If it was the other way around and his wife was letting some other men touch all over her, she would be called every degrading insult in the book. And I agree 1,000%. 1,000%. So y'all trying to say this whole, oh my God, it's the culture. Y'all don't understand. Girl, fuck the culture. Hate to say it, much respect to the Caribbean people, however, okay? But what I'm saying is don't be using that as no doggone excuse, girl. We be having our own stuff over here. And for y'all to say y'all don't understand the culture, well, then understand the culture over here then. You must not understand the culture over here. The culture is that the man got a wife, okay? Over here in the Americas, okay? The man got a wife. And he out here letting her shake it and do it and shake it and do it and do it and shake it. But again, he was having fun. If that's what she like, who am I, ma'am? Just tell me who I am. All right. Now let's keep going. The young lady says, I don't care what the culture is. I won't want my man that's married out here getting twerked on by half-naked women and then letting people record him do it. Boop. And see, that's what he messed up. I mean, if you're gonna have your fun. But then when it hits the cameras and it's out here embarrassing your wife, then it's like it's at a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all did have an understanding that she was cool on that. And it's like, now see, I ain't think you was going to be having, I knew you was going to be having fun, but I ain't think you was going to have all the cameras and stuff. Now these people all in my damn DMs and all this and that. You know, but I would love to know how she feels about it because, again, she might be cool with it. But here's the gag. Even if she came out and said she was okay with it, people still going to say, that's not true. You saying that to save face and to save him. So, girl, yikes. Let's keep going. Let's see what else the people were out here saying. Someone else says, for the life of me, I don't know why Caribbean people entertaining American commentary about Chance the Rapper at the Jamaica Carnival. Like, I don't even know why y'all even entertaining the Americans. And the reason the person is really saying that is because they assume we don't get the culture when it's still a ton of Americans that still go down there to celebrate it, whether they go down there or they go up to Canada or wherever they go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that might be the vibe. That might be what y'all do, but that don't mean that's what it should be when he's out there being married and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that could be the culture and they could dance and twerk and stuff, but why they had to twerk on him? They could have twerked on somebody else. Why he let them twerk on him? You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have got up there, but that's what he did, stalker. You don't give a damn. Okay, you don't want no problem with me, period. But let's keep going. So somebody else says, Americans refusing to understand cultures outside of America will never not be funny to me because how the fuck are they saying Chance the Rapper is cheating on his wife at a carnival? Now that part, the cheating part, is what I'm with you on. I don't think that's cheating. To me, everybody's different because some folks feel like if you entertaining somebody else just off of a mere DM, that's cheating. Some people feel like if you got to delete the DM, that's cheating. If you're having conversations with folks and delete the calls, that's cheating. Well, girl, he ain't delete them there. He was smiling in the camera. So he was happy. Like, was he cheating? I don't know. He ain't got his ring on. They probably ain't even together no more. Who the hell knows, okay? The other part for me that I did not like was Americans refusing to understand cultures outside of America. And I'm like, I can't necessarily get with that one when it comes to this situation because then again, I feel like you refusing to understand the culture here then. Because the culture here is that he got a wife, okay? And he out here let somebody twerk on his little teddy whacker, 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 whacker. Okay, so don't come at us like that. Y'all just out here trying to excuse this man's behavior. Okay, but if it was his wife, y'all wouldn't be up here doing none of that fucking talking in my personal about no damn culture. Y'all will be up there dragging the hell out of her, talking about how she's looking and stuff. Y'all already dragged the lady for less saying she looked like a man. Let's go there, okay? Soon as y'all see her in one of them outfits and she out there twerking and clapping, she ain't even got to shake on nobody. She could be out there clapping her cheeks, having a good ass time because that's the culture, and then y'all gonna be sitting up there trying to drag her. So miss me with all of the bullshit and the mathematics, okay? Calculators broke. But I'm gonna let you guys go ahead, hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about everything that we just discussed, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.